And now for our final award, the presentation of the 2021 DJC Building Diversity Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's special honor goes to Bernie and Bobby Foster and the entire team behind the Skanner news outlet. We also want to mention that some of the facts from this story we're about to tell come from a comprehensive story written by Helen Silvis from the Skanner. Please take the time to look it up. At first pass, you might wonder why a construction newspaper would honor a community newspaper. But when you dig a little deeper, you'll see that the Skanner has spent the past 45 years keeping the BIPOC community around the region informed on issues such as gentrification and redlining, keeping public officials accountable for the resulting displacement, and advocating on behalf of the policies and regulations that led to the creation of the COVID designation. Bernie Foster started the Skanner in 1975 after his service in the Vietnam War, and 2 years later, Bobby joined him as the executive director. With the optimism of civil rights from the 1960s squarely in the rear view, Bernie had no choice but to tackle some of the biggest issues facing African Americans, like segregation, crippling unemployment, and racist policies at every level of government. On the first 6 months on the job, the Skanner reported on a minority contractors lawsuit against the federal and state government and their efforts to win a fair share of contracts on TriMet's new transit mall project. The case was a part of a flurry of lawsuits across the nation, with one eventually ending up in the Supreme Court and laying the foundation for set-aside programs like COVID, which currently operate at the federal level in 38 states. The Skanner also helped create a map of gentrification in the city and led the charge to adopt the name of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. The Skanner was an early adopter of technology, launching its first website in 1997. The company has grown throughout the years, adding a newspaper in Seattle and at one time owning 2 local radio stations. But the growth the Fosters are most proud of are the charitable organizations they helped create, like the Skanner Foundation, the North Portland Multimedia Training Center, and the African American Alliance of Homeownership. The Skanner Foundation has been hosting the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Breakfast for over 35 years and has awarded over $450,000 to 350 students. The Skanner announced last year that it was ceasing operation of its print publication, instead focusing on online news and their charitable endeavors. The Skanner wasn't the first Black news outlet in Oregon, and it won't be the last. But you'll be hard-pressed to find a news organization anywhere in the country that's had as big of an impact on any community as the Skanner has had here. Congratulations, Bernie, Bobby, the Foster family, and the entire staff at the Skanner.
Thank you, Shasta. We certainly appreciate this opportunity to speak to your viewers. And I want to thank the DJC for honoring us as well as the others in our organization. And just want to say that Bob and I get a lot of accolades, but it takes a village. And I just want to thank all of our staff and the people that work hard, past and present, to make some of the work that we do more conducive and help shape the city of Portland. You mentioned the King Streets and those, Martin Luther King Street, and those were just some small accidents, because I think that was more of a motivation, a feel-good kind of thing. But I really think that the more important is the kind of work that we do with home ownership, the stuff that we do we did a story on raising the roof, whereby the person would just want to take this particular individual home. And I have to give a shout out to Neil Kelly and people like that put a stop to it. And because Kelly had a tie to this community. So having said all this, there's a lot of work to be done. We will continue to do what we need to do, but we need the help of not only the DJC, but all of the other people that make the community grow. So on behalf of the Skanner, I just want to say thank you for this particular award. And we certainly hope that we live up to the expectation of what they expect of us. So thank you very much.